Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden. It's so good to see you today. Today is the first day of autumn. It's the first day of autumn, and I have been recording the garden and some of the changes that have been happening for the week. So let's take a tour of the third week in September, and you're going to see some of the beautiful things that have come up, things that are blooming, things that are growing and expanding. And then I've had to make some changes, some tweaking here and there, pulling of things and adding of things. And so come with me as we tour the garden for September. The weather's changing, the season's changing, and soon we're going to be indoors and we're going to be talking about something else. But let us enjoy the garden while we can here on Catherine's Garden YouTube channel. Yes, my name is Catherine Constant and this is Catherine's Garden. So subscribe and hit the notification button so that you can continue to be with me on my journey in gardening. And we have plenty of rain for the week. So everything is so green and lush and just looking really great. So come with me as we tour the garden and enjoy the garden and enjoy each other. Good morning. This is the third week in September. It's around the September 21st. And it is really nice today because we've had a lot of rainy days and we have had a lot of cloudy days, and the temperatures are dropping. It's like 50s in the evening and night, and just barely hitting the 60s, the high 60s. And today, though, is supposed to be 71 degrees. The garden is looking really fresh. I think it really appreciated all of that rain. And so everything is looking really nice. I had to go back in the vegetable garden and do some pulling and weeding and gathering of tomatoes. My tomatoes were suffering, my tomato plants, and so I pulled them and ended up pulling some tomatoes, and so I have a container of green tomatoes, but I have someone who loves green tomatoes, so she's gonna get them. But I just wanted to show you how the mums are doing very well back here. And you see this purple perilla? It's really just expanding, and it's about to seed. And I have some in the front, so I am going to pluck them up, and I'm going to plant the mums that I have on my deck. In the front. So we're going to go and do that. But I just wanted you to see what was happening back here, because these tuberous begonias are just looking fantastic. These are the begonias from QVC, and they have showed up and they are showing out. Look at that. You know, I had the red one. This one came out early. This one is now showing its face. I put two in a pot, and they really filled out the pot. It's a good size inch pot. And I think it has to do with location. This particular begonia plant loves this location, and I think it's because of the sun. It gets enough sun here, but yet it's protected and it gets some shade. So that's what I wanted to show you there. And then this one I bought from our local grower, our local garden center. They had this one, and this has been blooming steadily, especially the pink one. Now the white and pink starting to show up. And it's the same combination here. So I think begonias have made it in my garden, and that I'm going to try and save these tubers, overwinter them and plant them, and even buy some more next year. I love these tuberous begonias. Very pretty. They add such great color to the garden, especially for right now. These coleus are doing well. I just wanted you to see the asters. Wild asters have just come into play now, and they look so great with the variegated grass. It's so nice to have the sun shining and actually standing in the sun here. Just makes me very happy. Look at the sun shining on the grass. That is so pretty. With the wild white asters. Very nice. I think that next year I'm going to really plant some more of these coleus and put them throughout the garden, because even though the leaves are providing so much color to the garden and they grow well here. I planted this sedum a long time ago, years and years ago, and it is still doing very well here underneath Mighty Oak. The bees love the sedum. I also planted this hydrangea, these two hydrangea shrubs, and I was tempted to actually move them and put them in the back against the wall, but I think I'm going to leave them under the tree. Now, here is that plant. You see the red berries? I met this man who told me that in a certain country that they eat the leaves. They use the leaves of this. I am not going to be eating this, but I found that to be interesting. And then I have some rhodos here that I got from Lowe's that I planted early in the season, and they seem to be doing okay. I am going to remove some of these purple perilla because they're not looking very purpley anymore. But look at the stem of this. Look at that stem. Isn't that pretty? And the leaf. It's in my color scheme. That's why I'm having a hard time removing it. The mid-September garden tour of Catherine's garden. Yes. And the weather's changing. It's a little cooler. Like right now, it's about 58 degrees. And during the day, it only reached 70. The vegetable area here has come alive. I mean, I really got a lot of tomatoes from it earlier on, but now I have the brassicas, I hope that's the right word. I have the cabbage, that's actually forming, and also the Brussels sprouts. I think they're so beautiful. I mean, aside from the fact that they're vegetables, they're just really beautiful. I love the leaves. I love the design of the leaves. I'm just into the beauty of the vegetable, the shape. And look at this one. Isn't that pretty? Look at how it's designed. I planted them in amongst the mint. In the beginning of this season, I had a lot of worms eating the bottom leaves, but now it seems like they have a chance. Well, I planted these peppers here, back here, and at first it looked like they were not going to produce, but now they are producing. They finally decided to produce. I also have this new pepper that's doing really well. I'll tell you the name of it later because I did save the tag. And my eggplants. The plants are doing so good. And I have a lot of them to harvest. So look at this. All in here. This plant. I have eggplants growing. Beautiful eggplants. So they like it here. And this is the tomato, the last of the tomato plants. I have a lot of small ones developing here. But with the cold temperatures coming along, they may not make it. They may, I believe, because it's kind of a nice ecosystem back here of warmth, and they're kind of protected. And now with the heat, they might just do fine. Here's another pepper plant. I think my husband got these pepper plants from Lowe's. And he planted them in, and now they are producing. So it's good to have a different pepper plant. And these tomato plants also. They seem very healthy. And they have a lot of tomatoes still developing. So we may have some tomatoes coming in. But isn't that pretty? Yes, I like that. With the pepper and the eggplant side by side. I also wanted to show you the color of these. Okay, so this is the hydrangea color. That's how it starts off. But look what it has become. Look at this rich purple color here. This is absolutely beautiful. A beautiful maroon. I think this is beautiful. It actually looks good against the brick. Very pretty. And the white picket fence, very nice. Front here, I was also growing my peppers, and they really produce. They love the heat here. But I'm going to go through. Oh, look at these peppers. Just beautiful. Yes. I'm going to do this again next year, but I'm going to plant different peppers as well. I just have so much. They're coming in so well. I've been eating peppers steadily. I've been harvesting and eating peppers all summer long. And here's the plant that I bought, the impatiens, sun impatiens. They just, not a good location for them because they got overtaken by the pepper plants. This is the white anemones, and they love it here too as well. Now take a look at this. I have no idea what it is, but it is beautiful. I just love the leaves, and look at it. The reason I think that I got to stay here is one, because the leaves are so massive. It's such an accent plant here, and it's thriving. So I decided to keep it here, and it's in amongst this little red rose bush, which is peeping out. Look at the colors. And so the small leaves of the rose bush and these massive elephant-like leaves of this shrub. It really loves it here. And then this is my, when this blooms, that's pretty. It just looks so pretty here. And I even have this dianthus peeping through. I have a lot of work to do. Everything is a little overgrown, but I'm getting back my knockout rose. It's starting to flower again. And even this white rugosa rose is flowering. Isn't that pretty? This is angel trumpet tree plant. And I tucked it inside here. I had that stem, and I said, let me try it in the front and see what happens. And no flowers, but beautiful leaf structure. I love that. And here is the purple perilla. And this, I don't know what this is. It's very weedy, but look at the color of the leaves. It makes it difficult to want to pull it because it looks so pretty with the purple and the grass. Look at that. Did you see all those leaves? Those seeds? Yep. It's a spreader. And check out this. I planted some zinnia seeds. Just scattered them from the box from the dollar store here. And these came through. Yeah, they developed. Now check out these plumes on the grass. Isn't that beautiful? Against the dark leaves of the tree here in my neighbor's yard. The grass it's my zebra grass. Looking good. And then I have sedums coming through. Now see, these are starting to get a little woolly wild. It's not wool, but you know, very luscious and wild looking. So I'm going to have to do some thinning out of things. I wanted to show you the color of my hydrangea tree now. Back here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Wild but pretty. Everything is pretty much seeding. A lot of seeds. This was the cleomes. They're trying to continue to flower, but there are a lot of seeds. I wonder if they'll come back. Now this is a weedy thing, but look at the seeds. Oh my goodness. All those seeds, but they're so pretty. And they match my hydrangea. Isn't that pretty? And I have seeds here from these are seeds from the daylily, the yellow daylilies. Here are the seeds. Yeah. My purple phlox continues to give me a few flowers here. And you see that rose? Yeah, it's in and amongst all of this. It's starting to flower. Yeah. The squash, they have just been going crazy. And I'm gonna have to, but look, hanging from my lilac bush. And this lilac bush, I'm gonna have to trim it down. My husband will. I still have a lot of tomatoes, these Roma tomatoes on this front bush here. Tomato plant. Look at that, they're so pretty. Even in their green state. Just still very pretty. Look at that. So I have a lot of eggplants growing still. And then of course I have my zinnias in the front. Let me back up so you can see the zinnia patch. That one little zinnia patch, or pack of seeds of zinnias, have produced so much joy for the season. I've been saving some of the seeds for next year, but you know what? The zinnia pack came from the dollar store, and it cost me what? $1, or maybe even less, because I think it was 4 packs for $1. And look at the joy that it's given. I just love the different colors of zinnia. Some have multiple petals, and then some are single petaled. Now I have these little snails. They just love it up here, and I know that they eat things. Eat the leaves. Now this is a cantaloupe vine. My cucumber vine quit on me, but the cantaloupe vine is doing fine. I love the flower. Look at that. That's an eggplant flower. Yeah, so this is my little zinnia patch. So I'm going to pull out the purple perilla because they're not looking as purpley as they should. The leaves are starting to turn green, and I want it for the purple. So that's exactly what I'm going to do in the front garden. But this is my side garden that I've been showing you all summer, and this is what this looks like. Well, like yesterday, I planted my hydrangea cuttings, the propagated hydrangea cuttings, and they look great. They look like they've been there for a while. Look at that. Wow. I'm very pleased with this. If it wasn't so late in the season, I think I would actually propagate some more. They look so good. And that will allow for more root growth. But I believe that these are going to just fare just well. Well, if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know, how is your garden growing? And like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below and hit the notification button. Yes, so that you can continue to tour with me, to continue to garden with me, and enjoy garden moments. Because the weather's changing, the season's changing, and soon we're going to be indoors and we're going to be talking about something else. But let us enjoy the garden while we can here on Catherine's Garden YouTube channel. Yes, my name is Catherine Constant, and this is Catherine's Garden. So subscribe and hit the notification button so that you can continue to be with me on my journey in gardening. Have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye. For more wonderful times in the garden, come and join me in Catherine's Garden. Make sure that you subscribe, and thank you so much. I hope that you have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.